Hi guys, it's Pete from plasmacutter.co.nz. Today I'm going to tell you the difference between the long and the short electrodes and tips for the PT-31 plasma torch or an LG-40. Just depends where you are and what you're using. They're both the same torch. But some people get confused that you can't put the short tips into the standard gun or vice versa. So today I'll show you the difference and hopefully help you guys out a little bit. This is the PT-31 torch or the LG-40, just depending where you are. So that's a standard PT-31 torch or LG-40, or the standard tip, but that tip's worn out, so we'll take that one out and just unscrew it as normal. See that tip is quite burnt, not going to get much cutting done with that. And we'll take that out and take the swirl ring off. And this is just a standard electrode. So now what we have is a shorter electrode, which is about half the size of the normal one. So we'll just put that in there, and as you note, it's the same torch. It just goes in the same hole. That's fine. We'll put our swirl ring on. We'll turn it up the right way first. That might help things. And then the tip. If you notice, that tip is quite small. It's quite short. I find they cut very well, but the only thing that I find if you're trying to cut panels or something, it's very hard to get into the right to the correct space. I prefer a longer one for that. But if you're cutting sheet, just flat plate or something, they're really, really good. So you notice how it only protrudes out a little bit, but you're using the same cups and you're using the same swirl ring, so that's not an issue. But I find that they cut really good. So we'll take that one out and swap it over again. And now we've got an extended electrode, which is about twice the size of the smaller one. So once again, we'll stick it in the same torch and show you how that one goes together. Stick it in the holder. Put the original swirl ring back on. So you don't need anything special to interchange these. So we'll just stick that back on there. And then we put the tip, and that's the extended tip. But you just can't mix short tips and extended tips, and the same goes for the electrodes. You stick with one set, but you can use the same swirl ring and the same ceramic cups. So we'll just screw that on there. And if you note how much further that sticks out than the shorter one, and it's better to get into stuff where you're trying to cut if you're in a tight space. But if you cut it, like I said, if you're cutting flat plate, that shorter one is perfectly fine. And I find they're a little bit cheaper as well, so I always like to get a bargain. Probably the same as you guys. And see the comparison. There's a little short electrode. See, the electrode is only about half the size of the tip sticking out. So all that happens really is that your tip doesn't protrude so far. So just watch what you're cutting, that's all. But I find they cut just as well. But they're a little bit cheaper. Like I said, they're a little bit cheaper. And also sometimes with this generic stuff out of China, the consumables are a little bit, they manufacture them a little bit different depending who you buy them off. And sometimes when you put the ceramic cap on, it doesn't screw down hard enough and it vibrates in the holder and it will burn out your torch head. So what I do is I just put a little washer on there like that, just down from the local shop. Just buy some washers that fit in there. Just pack it up with a washer. Put the washer on first, put the electrode in on top of it, and it just sturdies it up a little bit. And then just the same drama again, put the swirl ring on, put your ceramic cup on, tighten the whole thing up, and away you go. Yeah, I forgot to put the tip on. That doesn't help, does it? Well, that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.